To politics now, where the Nigeria Labour Congress says Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi does not need a coalition with the PDP or backing from political heavyweights like Atiku Abubakar or Nasir El-Rufai to win in 2027. The Deputy President of the NLC Political Commission, Professor Theophilus Ndubuaku, made the declaration in an exclusive interview, stating that Peter Obi remains a strong and widely accepted candidate across the country. Ndubuaku insisted that Obi can defeat incumbent President Bola Tinubu in a free and fair contest without the backing of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, or any coalition with the PDP. Describing the opposition party as crisis-ridden and near empty, Professor Ndubuaku dismissed ongoing speculation about Obi possibly returning to the PDP. Now to discuss this, we're joined by political analyst Francis Chilaka. Mr. Chilaka, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, let's talk about the issue at hand. What structural or electoral changes between 2023 and 2027 could make it possible for Peter Obi to win without a coalition?
Let me start by saying that the Nigerian Labour Congress Committee, or whatever it's called, they're not in tune with the reality of Nigerian politics. They don't understand what it means to take power or wrestle power from an incumbent government. If they do, they wouldn't be saying such. Because as it stands today in Nigeria, if anybody has to take power from APC, there has to be a merger. Without a merger, you can't go it alone. We recall that in 2013 or so, we had a merger that led to the birth of APC to take power from the PDP. So it's not like if they keep saying, oh, Obi will do it alone, Obi will do it alone. Is it this fragmented Labour Party that is going to use? It appears that the Nigerian Labour Congress do not understand how fragmented their party is right now. On one hand, you have Apapa, you have Abure, you have Nenadi Usman. So what else are we looking at? The party is fragmented. So if you're saying that Obi can go it alone, what is the grassroots presence of Labour Party? What Labour Party suffered most in 2023 was the problem of grassroots. So if, yes, 2027 and Nigerians are ready and PWB is ready, he has to form a merger, either with Atiku or anybody, but he needs to form a merger with a party that also has wider coverage than the Labour Congress. Than the Labour Party.
So, Mr. Chilaka, just to confirm, you're saying that even as it is now, the Labour Party is too fragmented to be a strong opposition for the APC, just like the PDP. This is what you're saying.
It's obvious. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that. So, a party that everybody wants to be chairman, and as it is, if care is not taken, they're even losing. They've lost some of their federal lawmakers, and they only have one governor.
Okay.
So how would they go? How are they going to do the magic?
So just like
the Labour Party need to understand. The Labour Party need to understand that there's a big difference between the Obedient and the Labour Party. The Obedient will follow Peter Obi to any party he goes to that gives him the platform. So let them not get confused thinking that the Obedients are part of the Labour Party. They are not. They are independent individuals who believe in the person of Peter Obi, who believe in a new government, who believe in a new Nigeria. That is what the Obedience stand for. So I think the people in Labour Party are confusing themselves, thinking that the 2023 election was as a result of the hard work of Labour Party. No, it was as a result of the Obedience, who were originally said to be 3 people tweeting from a room.
Mr. Chilaka, I would say that I've never heard that delineation as articulately put as you have just put it here today. But how viable is a non-coalition strategy in a multi-party democracy like Nigeria, especially against the incumbent or ruling party, the APC? I'll tell you this. It's easy to give a monkey a cup of water, but the most difficult thing is to get the cup back from the monkey. And so right now we have an APC that's seemingly looking like a monkey. You've given him a cup of water to APC.
to get that cup of water, you need to devise a means. You need to behave like a monkey to be able to get that cup back from APC. And the only way you can do that is to say, look, everybody that wants to form a merger, everyone cannot be a presidential candidate. It's just to look at everyone that is coming out and say, okay, we're going to form a merger. The merger is in two ways. One, we're forming a merger to take party. We're forming a merger to accommodate the Nigerian people. It's very, very important. Without the Nigerian people getting involved in the merger, even Peter Obi will lose the election. So we want a merger that recognizes the sovereignty of the Nigerian people, not a merger that recognizes just the political class, but the Nigerian people, because at the end of the day, it is all about the Nigerian people and not about the political class.
Okay, so you pretty much answered this, but I'm still going to ask so that we get a confirmation on it. What is the political weight of the Nigeria Labour Congress as of now, with the description that you gave of a very fragmented party that's looking for labor leaders or leaders in itself, that's still up and down about its leaders? What is the weight of that party in shaping national electoral outcome as an opposition?
Well, let's start with Nigeria Labour Congress. That itself is a body nobody wants to hear about because over time and time over again, they have continued to betray not only the Nigerian workers, but also the Nigerian people. So with them on one side, they don't even have a party, they don't have a structure. Now, coming to the Labour Party, the Labour Party itself is not strong enough. Right now, you can't even vote for the Labour Party, because if you take a decision, for instance, let's assume the Abia State governor takes a decision in the interest of Labour Party. Abure will challenge it. Apapa will challenge it. So who do you hold on to? What do you hold on to say, oh, Labour Party is strong? Labour Party is not strong. Labour Party does not even understand what it means to be in opposition. Mm-hmm. And that is why, if you notice, since after the election, most of the visits, most of the things Peter Obi has been doing, he has not been doing it as Labour Party. He has been doing it as Peter Obi. Mm-hmm. Because to a large extent, the man himself does not understand what's happening in Labour Party.
So that said, sir, Mr. Chilaka, what chances or challenges does Obi face in building trust in regions where the Labour Party has historically had weak structures, like you've just stated?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I asked what chances or challenges Peter Obi would face in building trust in regions where the Labour Party has historically shown that it has weak structures.
Well, that is where you need this merger. That is where you need other people to come together. Because wherever Labour Party is lacking, I believe that if they form a merger with Atiku, El-Rufai, whatever party they belong to, should be able to caution those areas. And that is the importance of a merger. Where I am lacking, let this other person that is coming on board be able to take care of that. I am telling you, if the merger works out, and you have the likes of Atiku, you have the likes of El-Rufai, you have the likes of Ahmed. If you have that coalition working together, I am telling you, APC would become a forgotten party in Nigeria.
Mr. Francis Chilakas, I want to say thank you very much for your social media worthy cuts that you have just given us here today. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.